Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Medicom Mafex action figure review, and today we're looking at the Double Trouble Spider-Man, the classic costume version. This was my very first Marvel Medicom Mafex figure, and yeah, I just never reviewed him for that reason. You know, I bought him before I started the channel, so what was the point? But reviewing that Daredevil figure was just so much fun. I just had a blast making it, and I just wanted to do that again. But you know, on my YouTube salary, I really can't afford to buy many Medicom Mafex figures. So I was just like, you know, I'll just look at one I already own. Probably one that's been talked about to death at this point. I know a lot of you really wait for my opinion, you know. You were like, what does Pearlescent Toys think about this figure? Anyways, here's the side of the box. Yeah, I love this packaging. It is a lot more compact than a lot of other Medicom Mafex figures. And I don't know, I just kind of like that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the review. I'm pretty sure we're all aware of this character's origins by now, but I'll go over it one more time because I want to hit the 8-minute mark. Created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, the Amazing Spider-Man would first appear in Amazing Fantasy issue number 15 in 1962. Peter Parker gains remarkable abilities after being bitten by a radioactive spider. He must step up and be a superhero while also dealing with the pressures of an everyday teenager. People like to say that it's based on the Todd McFarlane design. However, it more resembles Mark Bagley. I would say it's kind of like an interesting cross between the two. But yeah, it definitely leans more into that Mark Bagley design. I gotta say, right off the bat, I am absolutely infatuated with the color scheme. I don't know, I've always just loved Spider-Man designs where the blue is just super vibrant. Like, you think of Superman, what are his best iterations? It's when he has the bright blue and red. And I feel like the same could be said for Spider-Man. It feels the most superhero, you know?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That was probably an atrocious take, so I'm just gonna look at the sculpt now. This is something that a lot of Marvel Legends figures don't do. The lines are all sculpted in, and for this figure, they're all painted as well. Now, it's not the strongest, could have been better. You can see it sort of fades in certain spots. Ooh, on this foot too, yikes, where is it? Ooh, the blue paint kind of leaks down into the boot right here, that's a shame. It's hard not to notice the musculature of those thighs. They are bulging. I love it so much. Even on the back of the leg, just tons of muscle. Those calves too. Ooh. Ooh, some spider butt. Yeah, not as pronounced as other Spider-Man figures I've looked at in the past. He got some decent junk in the trunk though. Now here's some Pearlescent Toys lore, aka useless information. I avoided buying this figure for a very long time because I did not like this hip piece. What do I mean by that? Well, yeah, the hip piece goes over the lower abs, which does allow for a lot more movement, but as you can see, it covers up a lot of that sculpted detail. And that was something that never sat right with me for years, and it still kinda doesn't. To a lesser degree though. Kinda wish the top of the hip piece also continued on with the belt. Just a very minor gripe, I don't know if I'm in the minority here. Continuing with the abs, and I absolutely love how they sculpted this figure. You could see his muscles protruding through the costume right here, but they aren't super pronounced like, say, the Marvel Legends version. It just looks amazing. You get it? It looks spectacular, You get it? It looks fantastic. Oh no.
Say that again?
Moving up to the upper torso, again, loving that costume. You see a bit of his ribs right here, some more muscles on the side. His pecs don't really stick out that much, but they are pronounced. All the lines are painted in black. I will say it's a lot better on the torso than it is for the feet. Okay, quit beating around the bush. That spider logo. Very compact. From far away, it just looks like a blob of black paint. You really have to look at it closely to get those intricate details. I do kind of wish they made the spider just a tiny bit bigger, just so you're able to distinguish the legs from one another. The back, wow, he has a really wide back frame. Yeah, I love the symmetry of it. Looking at that back logo, and it is what you come to expect from a Spider-Man. It looks amazing, spectacular, superior, ultimate. I'm just naming titles now. The butterfly shoulder joints loaded out with painted detail between those lines, and it continues on to the arms. I wish this whole segment right here was shifted a little bit further in. Actually looks perfect on the back. Just wish it continued on down here. Still though, I think it would have looked better. The black paint apps for the web lines just aren't really that strong here. And that's unfortunate because the torso, the rest of the arms do such a great job at it. We get up to the neck, you get a bit of pronounced muscle in that too. You have his Adam's apple right there. Some more paint outs with the black lines. Going over accessories now, we have his first head sculpt. And this is why I say I think this is more of a Mark Bagley Spider-Man. Todd always had like this little slit going up. Mark Bagley didn't. And that's what we have here. The paint apps for the web lines are unfortunately missing in some spaces, just like the arms and the feet. Then we have his second head sculpt. Web lines are painted on a little bit better on this one. And yeah, the lenses are a lot smaller. I'll say I don't like it as much as the first one, but it is still like a decent head sculpt. Yeah, not too shabby. He comes with 2 fisted hands, 2 open neutral hands, 2 web flipping hands, some open wall crawling hands, which also double as like mime and training hands. I'm stuck in a box. I'm stuck in a box. That was so lame. And he comes with these 2 semi-closed hands with some holes in them, which is able to hold on to this long web effect. The strand at the bottom is long enough to be placed in both hands, or you could just have it in one. And he also comes with this effect. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like for when he's hanging. And at the top you get this spread out design. Love that. And it has a peg hole in the middle. And it has this little piece right here that does plug into it. Take out the normal holder and then place this in it. Or it could just be him like webbing up someone, because honestly, is he really going to be hanging off of this? Nah. He also comes with these web shooting accessories. It comes with 2 of each, 2 smaller, 2 of the longer. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that giant ring that goes around the wrist. It's pretty noticeable from a side view. And last but not least, he comes with some alternate hands, as well as some alternate feet with some magnets attached to them. And yeah, let's bring in this Empire Strikes Back lunchbox that I had off to the side. He's sticking onto it, and he's sticking onto it really well. Like, I'm shaking it right here. So yeah, some pretty strong magnets, and it's really, really cool to see him just sticking there by himself. Now going over articulation, he has a ball joint at the top and the bottom of the neck, allowing his head to move this far up, and he's able to look down a really good amount. An amazing amount of pivot, as well as some side-to-side movement. He's able to move his arm up this much. With the butterfly shoulder joint, it's not able to go back a great deal. It does move forward a really good amount though. Rotation, he has drop down, allowing it to move further. Upper bicep swivel. A double jointed elbow that allows him to bend in this much. A ball mounted wrist hinge, allowing his hand to move pretty much in any direction. With the combination of his mid and lower diaphragm joint, he's able to bend this far back, this far forward. He has side-to-side movement on both of them, as well as pivot, drop down at the hips. His leg is able to kick up this much, go out to the side that much, and go back a small amount. There is a little bit of thigh swivel hidden underneath, a double jointed knee that allows his leg to kick back this much, a toe hinge, and a ball joint for the ankle, allowing his foot to move like pretty much in any direction. You can go this far down, this far up. Oh yeah. And he has some. And now on to the size comparisons. Here we have Medicom Mafex Spider-Man next to Retro Collection Wave 1 and Pizza Spider-Man, 94 and Ultimate Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows and Amazing Friends Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy with an incredibly warped leg,
What the heck?
and Mary Jane Watson, Dr. Octopus and the Green Goblin, Rhino and Kingpin, Venom and Electro, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Darwin and Morbius, Stanley and Squirrel Girl, and finally Jeff the Landshark and Spider-Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give the Medicom Mafex Spider-Man here a final rating of 10 out of 10. Does it do a great job at representing Spider-Man. The posability is just on point. He has a very strong array of accessories, and really the only thing that it really falls short on are the paint apps. It's not really that strong in certain areas, but like, yeah, once you get him posing, like, it's hardly noticeable. And I think that's what I love the most about this figure, is that it is just so much fun to pose. It feels effortless putting him into some amazing poses. So yeah, Medicom Mafex Spider-Man, 10 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what you thought about the figure. I would love to see your guys' opinions, and comment down below if you want to see more Medicom Mafex action figure reviews. I really want to spread out from just doing Marvel Legends figures. I want to do Marvel figures in general. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more figures from different companies. And while you're at it, like and subscribe and share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. This is what I try to replicate in all my thumbnails. That little box in the corner. Like from far away, it just looks like a blob of looks tooth web flip. But I don't know if I'm, and I still have the magnets on there.